So Apex addressed the cheating problem. Let's see what they have to say. In a brand new article released on the Apex website, the devs have decided to communicate with us regarding the cheating situation and the anti-cheat and the steps that they're taking to combat the cheaters in Apex. Because if you didn't know, what am I kidding? Of course you know. The cheating problem is insane in Apex. It's been a growing problem for the longest time. A lot of your games will end up having cheaters in them. And it seems like a lot more people were made aware of this because of the big Destroyer 2009 incident during the ALGS games. The infamous clip of Imperial Howe and Jem Burton getting hacked mid-game was insane. But the cheating problem's gotten more out of hand, specifically in the Asia Pacific region. People are saying every game or every other game has cheaters in them or bot lobbies. So let's hear what the Apex devs have to say in this article. We recently committed to more transparent and consistent communication, and our next topic is a big one. You hate cheating and so do we. It harms your experience and Apex Legends as a whole. While we work daily to stamp it out and get ahead of the next exploit or cheating evolution, it's worth noting that this battle will never end. And they're not wrong there, it's a constant battle. The people creating the cheats are going to keep doing it, they make money from it, they're never going to stop. But they say they've been active in this fight, but haven't been as successful as they've needed. So they're stepping things up in multiple areas, including aiming to deliver noticeable improvements over time to protect the integrity of our game. It may go without saying, but we cannot share every detail. We've got to keep some cards close to our chest to avoid tipping off those who would work against us. Now, they always say this in the past, and it is true. They can't exactly go into the specifics of what they're doing because it gives an advantage to the people that are creating the cheats. But that's also an easy way for them to just not tell us anything, but it seems like they are sharing some info now. There's a summary of what they're going to cover in this article. First of all, the current state of the cheating situation is that more than 6 million accounts have been banned since the launch of Apex. That's definitely a good few percent of the entire player base of Apex. Also, more than 100,000 accounts are banned each month on average. So every month on Apex, apparently 100,000 accounts are banned. And they get into what these accounts are being banned for in the next section. They also say they've expanded their anti-cheat team across the globe, including an additional 24/7 coverage and added dedicated talent in the particularly impacted Asia Pacific region. That's right, I feel like there's been a large concern from players who play specifically in the Asia Pacific region that they weren't really getting as much support as players, for example, in North America. But it's good that they are now adding 24/7 coverage of that region, because if you play on PC and go and try out those regions, you will notice the cheaters are crazy, and even the bot lobbies. There was a big thing recently where if you played on the Hong Kong servers or the Taiwan or Singapore servers, then most of the games will just be full of 50+ bots that would just land and stand still, and people were using this to just farm kills and stats and level up their accounts, and it happened pretty much every game in those servers. So having full coverage of those servers is definitely a good thing. As for the tools and technology that they use, they currently use a kernel level anti-cheat service and multiple incremental layers of protection. Of course, that's easy anti-cheat, and they say they've improved their processors, rolled out additional capabilities, and are continuing to deploy new tools and technologies faster than ever. Again, like I said, they're not really going to go into specifics of what these new tools and technologies are, because it just tips off the cheating developers. So in this image you can see here, this is a June to July 2024 ban report. So this is a 2-month ban report, and you can see 200,000 people were banned permanently, and 193,000 of these were for cheating, and 16,500 were bot accounts that are just trying to farm XP so they can sell those accounts. Honestly, I don't know if this is a crazy high number or if this is the number that's too low. I really don't have anything to go off. We don't really know how many unique people necessarily play Apex. 200,000 people being banned for cheating feels like a lot, even though it still feels like it's not enough. It's crazy how many people are cheating in Apex, but at least it's good to see the numbers, I suppose. They go into more detail here about the team investment. So it says Respawn employs a team of specialists that monitor gameplay and can take action against bad actors when needed. This can include, but isn't limited to, recording prohibited behavior, muting those being problematic in chat, both in text chat and audio chat, removing players mid-match, and or issuing appropriate bans when applicable. The human component to successful anti-cheat efforts is important. To help in that regard, we've expanded our team to improve 24/7 coverage and are now better equipped to monitor, quickly review, and take corrective actions on cheating reports. We've grown our anti-cheat team in targeted regions like Asia Pacific that have been particularly hard hit by like global cheating activity. So it seems like they actually have a live coverage of these cheat reports, and there are humans that can go in and specifically take a look at the cases as they're happening and give out appropriate bans. Now, at the same time, I do believe they prefer to do bans in huge ban waves. It makes more sense for them to ban players in large waves, and I believe the reason that they do large ban waves rather than banning each person as it comes is because if you ban a ton of people at the same time, the developers of the cheats won't know exactly what it is that's causing them to be banned. Banning a bunch of different cheats at the same time, I suppose, will take a little longer for them to move on and develop a new cheat that fully works and bypasses the system. They also go into a little bit of detail here, again, saying how they use easy anti-cheat, but that they've also improved their match review capabilities and allow them to evaluate flagged instances faster and more effectively. They're staffed and dedicated to deploying new tools and updates more quickly to help build strength and speed in the fight against cheating. It's kind of hard to gauge what they're really doing when they can't say so much. They also say that when you see cheating in Apex, they want you to report it, and in a future update, they hope to close the feedback loop and let you know what action they've taken more quickly. Because now, when you report someone for cheating, you don't really know if they've been banned. In other games, if you report someone for cheating and action is taken, you get a notification, usually in-game, that somebody has been banned that you have reported in the past. Now, I believe that if you report people for being toxic in chat and things like that, if they do get banned, then sometimes you potentially get an email from EA saying that they've been banned, but nothing in-game saying that action was taken. And I think if that was something they added, where people knew that people were getting banned based on their reports, then it would promote more people to actually report cheating when they see it. And at the end, they say they'll be updating us regularly across their social platforms and on their game status section on their Trello board. So there it is. That's Apex's statement on the cheating problem. Honestly, it's good that they finally made a statement, and I think people are happy that they've finally come out and addressed the cheating problem, because that's all a lot of people are talking about across social media. And it's good to see that they are obviously doing things, and I don't think anyone ever doubted that they were doing things to combat cheaters, and it is a tough spot for the devs to be in. But I also think this article doesn't really say much, and while they can't say specifics because it will hinder the progress in stopping cheaters, the whole article still kind of feels like a nothing burger. I do hope that any of you guys that play in the Asia Pacific region will see improvements and the cheating situation will be reduced, as they are having live coverage, and it would be nice to see the numbers on how much they're actually expanding their team and employing new staff to help prevent cheaters, whether that's from live coverage or working on improving the anti-cheat technology, which they do say in this article they are doing. So maybe we will see improvements, but I think even as Apex improves its anti-cheat, the cheaters themselves also improve. So it will be a never-ending battle, but let me know your thoughts on the cheating situation in Apex. Do you think you noticed any improvements during Season 22 with the cheating situation, or has it gotten worse? I've not managed to play loads of Apex this season, so let me know in the comments, how bad has it been this season?